Hey everybody, welcome to stream. Hold on just a second. Hope you're all doing well. Also, I forgot to get my chat popped out and ready. Let me make sure we can see everything. But yeah, welcome back to some more Pikmin 251. I have a lot that I would like to talk about today, so we'll go over it all in time. And there's stuff that I want to talk about from the Nintendo Direct Partner Showcase that went on today. That thing, which is pretty good. I'll give my thoughts in full a little bit later. There's some stuff I want to talk about 3D All-Stars. Let's see. And there's also some, emotional stuff I want to talk about alongside a plethora of other things that have been on my mind for a little bit. So, yeah, we'll dive into the thick of these topics and I'll discuss in a little bit. It's going to be an interesting stream. Whether or not I'm going to do a long stream or a short stream, I don't know right now. I haven't really had much of a chance to really think it through. I was going to do this yesterday, and because of circumstance, I found myself not really ready to start stream because I wanted to go see my doctor because I needed some new allergy medicine, so I had to make a bit of time to go out and get some. Otherwise, yeah, I would have came on and streamed it then. Also, I'm going to stream this tomorrow over Mario anything. I've decided I'm going to do 3D All-Stars a little later. Let's get the elephant out of the ring about 3D All-Stars, because I've heard a lot of people ask me about whether or not I'm going to stream it, and I want to answer that now. Here's the thing about 3D All-Stars that's a little awkward to talk about for me, is that I actually really do want to play those games and enjoy streaming them, but at the same time, well, I'm going to have to make a little bit of time for them each. It's the situation for the stream is going to be a little awkward, to say the least. I want to do a bit of Mario 64. I played Mario 64 more times than I can remember, though. More times than I can count. I'm going to pause this. Give me just a second. I need to make sure my chat actually works or not. Also, if any of you guys want to see this, and some of my other viewers are going to tune in earlier, I apologize if I started a little late in that regard. I was going to start even earlier than this, although I guess technically this is still pretty early by my standards. But yeah, like I was saying, I had my intent to stream Mario 64. However, as I said, I've played it so many times that it won't really feel like an amazing fresh playthrough for me. So what I'm going to do for Mario 64 is I'm just going to go through and do a 70-star run. If I wasn't in the middle of a Romhack and maybe was less busy right now, it'd be different. But right now, I don't think the timing is right for doing a full 120 stars playthrough. I normally do like 100% of every 3D Mario I play. I even do it for quite a large chunk of 2D Mario games. So yeah, I genuinely think that I would probably enjoy playing through it all the way and doing every bit of content, but I'm not going to do that right now. Oh god, I didn't realize that red Pikmin snuck into my group. But yeah, I'm gonna play it. I'll do 70. I'm gonna focus on Star Road first, because that's what I started and I want to do. That's gonna be closer to a proper new experience for something 64 related that I wanted to do this. Something nice I thought I could do for the anniversary. Anyway, let's move on to the next game. I'm sure 64 will be a fun stream. I'll probably go back to it one day and stream Mario 64 all the way to all 70 stars at some point. But for the very first playthrough I do on the channel, it's going to be not that. As far as Sunshine's concerned, I have some ideas how I want to do it. I don't think I want to tackle it immediately. It's hard to discuss this because I don't really have my thoughts completely finalized. So Excuse me. So based on what I was thinking, like right now, probably, I don't know, say about 1 month, maybe 2, after I finish Mario 64, that will be when we start on Sunshine. I don't want to get into the thick of it and not be ready for it. I'm going to say that there so you guys know, like, exactly around the time I plan to play. Galaxy, I don't know how I'm going to deal with that. I'm going to play it, though, if you guys are curious of that. I might do, like, an overview stream of it and do it, like, Saturday or on Friday or something, and then I can start on Mario 64 properly when I do. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Galaxy is going to be the last one I play, since I'm doing them in chronological order, and Galaxy is going to be a scenario of... I'm probably going to save it for another time, maybe like a year from like the other two or something. We'll see. Galaxy is a fantastic game. I wish I knew what was going on with Galaxy 2 and why that's not included, unless Nintendo just didn't want it in the collection. I think it sold really well, actually, so the fact it's not in 3D All-Stars is really an odd omission from Nintendo, in my opinion. Hang on a second, just waiting for these guys to beat this thing to death. Also, I have something on my screen that I cannot get off until I get a good pause moment. Okay, never mind, it actually popped off on its own. Oh, man. Speaking of pop-ups, I've got to say, this is another thing I just now thought of, though. This is something I wanted to bring up. You guys ever have any rough experiences, like viruses or shit getting on your computer? I think most people have had at least one nasty moment where they've had to go through something like that and ended up having an infection on their computer. Not a fun time when that happens. I don't think it's a virus, though. Remember once I had like a virus that I don't know how I got it. I think it's... was it like I downloaded a software or something? I don't remember, but I had like I used this and then this stupid adware thing like bloated my computer with all these fucking weird ads and applications, and I had to spend like countless hours getting them off and finding the source of what was installing all this shit onto my computer. It was not the current one. It was like a prior computer at some point that I don't remember super well. Not a fun problem to deal with, to say the least. Computer viruses are... they're genuinely just shit to deal with, but I mean, I think most people can agree with that. I don't know. I'm not a fan, obviously. I don't think anybody is. A lot of good things and a lot of bad things about computers, seems like. Hold on a second, I'm thinking there's something I want to discuss at the moment, because I have the PlayStation presentation on my mind, but it's not the first thing I want to talk about right away. Let me just pause and check my stuff and see if there's something I wanted to bring up. Here's something, I might discuss this later. Sorry, I just wanted to bring this up now, and sorry if that was a loud volume there for a second, because I wasn't paying attention to how loud my voice was. But yeah, so I was curious to hear, like, what do you guys think of tier lists? I'm not really the type who gives too much of a shit about that stuff. It's not terrible. It's not great in my opinion. It's just what it is, and I suppose the idea behind them is interesting enough that it can be fun to watch sometimes, but how do you guys feel about seeing those sometimes? Interesting to see people put up like all these tier list videos, but I think they're significantly less popular than they were before. Like how people would do tier list of restaurants or of characters or movies, games, whatever, ranking all this shit. That was a weird point in YouTube to see that shit like just suddenly become super prevalent just out of nowhere. Or maybe out of nowhere isn't the right descriptor, but it certainly feels like it came out of nowhere. Let me double check my YouTube page and make sure there's no chat activity that I can't see. because I haven't seen anything going on in the chat. I just want to make sure. I think it's okay, just checking. Alright, let's get back to where I was at then. Let me pull my window back up. 1 second. Okay, yeah, we're good. So give me just a moment or two. Just gotta check on a few things. I had to, like, fight OBS over getting my settings right earlier, and my god, it was not a fun time. It was annoying. OBS is good, but it's definitely not without flaws, I'll put it that way. Fucking crazy good streaming program with just a few problems that need to be ironed out, but whatever. Anyway, where was I? Let's talk about the PS5 showcase, why not? Because I feel like I was ready to talk about it anyway. So, I watched that. I know about, like, a lot of that went on, not everything. I'm not sure how pleased I am seeing the PS5 pricing, and that goes for both the games and the console. They priced it at $500, and I know the digital edition's only $400, but I don't feel like I would want to go for that. And even if I did, just that there's a lot of other reasons that are a problem. It seems like they jacked up their prices on their games too, like I noticed when I was looking. It seems like they priced up their games to like $70, so yeah, I'm not happy about that. If you ask me, that's a kind of lame thing they did. I would be much happier if they didn't force this price change all of a sudden. I don't know, maybe I'm being a little bit pedantic over the whole thing, I doubt it, but I don't like it. I saw Dark Souls, excuse me, Demon Souls, that's it, yeah, that was like a price of like 70. It's a remake of an old game, for crying out loud, and I think I heard that the PlayStation 4 ports are like also going to be like good $70 each, which is like, why would you ever pay for ports at 70 when you could just get them on like the PlayStation 4 version, assuming it's actually backwards compatibility, it's actually backwards compatible, because I got the impression that it was going to be, but I don't know actually. I don't know, the whole PS4 situation is incredibly awkward for me to talk about, because I don't know all the details, I only know some of them, and yet, I don't know, finding all the prices for these things are not great. Apparently Sony's planning to set a standard of $70 games, at least that's what I've read online. Whether or not that's actually true or people overreacting, I don't know. I've never been huge on Sony. I always liked their stuff, but I never really considered them to be some amazing company that I had to support, so I'm fine with ignoring the console. I don't know who's got a better launch lineup, but I mean, out of Sony and Microsoft, I gotta say, Sony looks like they're doing like a lot worse with convincing people just because the games aren't the most amazing. I don't know. Also, the price is high. Maybe I'm just not interested in it. I don't know. I'm sure there's a lot of hype for other people. People probably want to buy it and eat it up and be excited over it. And if you're happy with what the PlayStation 5's offering, that's good. Good for you. I'm happy you'll have a console you really like. I guess I'll just stick to my Switch. I'm more interested in like what exactly is going to be coming out that'll be... Actually, I was going to say... I'm interested in like getting Nintendo stuff anyway, but also I'm not sure I care like about a lot of Sony's stuff right now. There was a lot of cool stuff, but it seems like it'll be later on. We can talk about games now, I feel, which is probably a good time. So, there was a lot to unpack in that like showcase, and I didn't even catch every announcement. I remember specifically that there was, let's see, was it? Oh, right, there was some Call of Duty footage, don't care about that. That was one thing. I know it's about that Cold War thing. I think it's Black Ops or whatever. I could give levels of shit about Call of Duty. There was Let's see. More Resident Evil 8 footage. That was something I was hyped about. I've been interested in the series for a while. I've been really ready to check it out, and like I wanted to get into it for so long. I have reasonable excuse to actually buy it. Now, oh great, this thing fucking wandered off where I can't get the bombs to drop too close to it, and I'd like to, because I'd like to fucking kill it without too much trouble, and yet it doesn't seem like much of an option right now. Maybe it's just me. Anyway, where was I? I got distracted. Yeah, I'd like to play Resident Evil 8. I've had my eye on the series for so long. It looks like a great game series, and I'm sure I'd be happy playing it. I don't know, I'm not really big on horror, but I mean, it's kind of hard to say exactly how horror-focused Resident Evil is, somebody who doesn't actually play the series, so yeah. I've been meaning to check out RE2 Remake and RE3 Remake at some point as well, so maybe I'll play some of those games. I'm definitely interested in, like, seeing more from the series. The concept of 8 looks fantastic, and I didn't like what I saw out of RE7 a long time ago, so this is a more interesting look for a first-person game, in my opinion. The whole village concept is cool, and people have made a lot of parallels to RE4 with it, so I'm not surprised that it's getting a lot of attention. A lot of hype seems to be surrounding it. Resident Evil's got a lot of good lore and a lot of interesting shit, so yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what that's like. I'll probably buy one. I might actually stream RE4 in the near future, actually. I don't know, we'll see. I'm thinking here. Out of all the stuff I can talk about. Oh yeah, another big one was Final Fantasy 16. That was an interesting thing to see brought up at that little presentation. Maybe it's just me. I didn't realize they were ready for that, because they usually take their time doing a lot of stuff, and also they've got Final Fantasy 7 Remake still going, and they haven't completely finished that, since it's going to be at least 2 parts, maybe even 3 parts of the story to like get everything from what I understand. Wonder how that's going. I wouldn't be surprised if Final Fantasy 16 ends up being like several years away from actually being released. It seems like the kind of game where they'd probably just hype it up just to get people interested. Oh, god damn it. Should I reset over that? I'm just gonna say fuck it and take the deaths there. Yeah, I'll take it. It sucks, but it's like, whatever. It's lame this thing managed to fucking go directly in a corner where I can't fucking cut it off, and it's killing all my fucking orange Pikmin. Lovely. Could you stop fucking shaking Pikmin off of the ledge? That'd be cool. This is exactly what I was worried about last time. My fingers are fucking numbing up really goddamn bad. I've had some problems with them. I'm gonna have to go just check that if it doesn't stop. I get like fucking freezing, my fingers just locking up completely sometimes, and it's really bad. It is a fucking awful thing that happens and just ruins my focus. Also, it makes it really awkward to keep playing games, just having this fucking finger problem pop up out of nowhere. Ugh, fucking age and getting fucking issues that don't hear anybody else talk about. Anyway, where was I? I'm sorry, I got really distracted. I've never played Final Fantasy. The naming convention is confusing as fuck to me. I think I've mentioned Square Enix's weird way of naming games before, and this is a really weird topic to bring up. It's just like, I never really quite understand how their titles work. I mean, they name it and it's not like a follow-up story, I guess, but it's like, I don't know, I feel like the idea of naming it like 16 and having all these games that are not really related in stories just causes a lot of confusion for consumers. Not really that big of a deal, but it's not something I'm huge on. and then them having like 2 for games that are continuing another story directly is an interesting way to show like which games are getting like direct sequels. I don't know. Just my 2 cents on it. Square's got a really bizarre way of handling their games, I'm gonna say that right now. Hopefully it'll be interesting. I don't know if I'll pick that game up at any point after it comes out or not. I don't think I have a ton of interest in FF16 though, to be frank with you guys. I thought about picking up Final Fantasy 15 at some point and I never bothered. I think I'm gonna play it on like an actual... Well, I should play it on like Switch if they're not play it, but as I play like older Final Fantasy on Switch if it ever gets brought over. I feel like that'd be something I'd be all for. Play like Final Fantasy 1 through 6 and then get into the other stuff later. I guess I'll do purple Pikmin. I don't know, just thinking like what can I do about trying to get some more guys over here that I can use to kill off these remaining enemies. Hell of a long series. I like I said, I don't know how I'm gonna do that. Eventually I'll play some on stream. I want to. I have never really gotten around to or had like the biggest urge to play Final Fantasy though. Square makes some fun RPGs, so it could be cool to check out some of their stuff like finally. Do we really need to fucking get these stupid pilot snitching bugs like right here where they can grab me without any problem? Okay, good. Took care of that problem. Let's see. What else was it, that thing? Demon Souls apparently might be coming to PC. I'd be down for that. That's the case, because I have never played it. I've wanted to check out a Dark Souls game or Souls-like, and I've never actually played any, so there's always a good opportunity to start, so it's like, why the fuck not? Maybe I'll consider checking it out. I don't know how I'd feel about it. I don't have anything to give on... You don't have any thoughts to give on the Spider-Man stuff. It looks fun. I thought... Oh god, oh god! Okay, as long as I didn't fucking get it thrown into the bombs and it didn't fucking let me get out on my own. That's annoying. This fucking enemies that grab the player are fucking legit awful. I hate them. Whatever, though. It's just not fun, like, being in control and then getting fucking snatched out of the fucking air like that. Where was I? Talking about Spider-Man? I thought Spider-Man PS4 looked good. I played like, the old Spider-Man on the GameCube. Those on PS2 and GameCube a long time ago. Oh, God! Yeah, cool game. Fucking just completely take away my control by dropping me in a fucking hole where I can't actually fucking manage to do anything about that. Could you fuck off and stop chasing me? Did it die? I did not realize there was another fucking volatile dweeble still around. Okay, good. He's got it. Just let these guys keep hitting. I need to get it close, but not close to the ledge. Fucking asshole enemies! Stop! Take the other ones. They don't fucking snatch the pilots in Pikmin 1 any day over these assholes. That Sackboy game looked kind of cool, actually. I wonder how that's going to be. I've never really played Little Big Planet, so I know this one's not quite the same as Little Big Planet. I'm interested to see that. I might consider playing that if I even do get a PS5 at any point. I think it'll be neat. I'm a sucker for platformers, 3D or 2D, and I think that looked really goddamn good. Let's see. Other things to mention, Oddworld was shown off. I've never played Oddworld, so I can't really comment on the series very well. Like I said, on some of the others, unfortunately, it's like I haven't played a lot of some of these franchises. Oddworld is something I'd like to get into. It seems very interesting and very deep. Like, the story seems like it's thought out pretty well, and jumping in the middle of it without knowing the lore wouldn't really do it any justice, so yeah, I'm gonna say I probably won't pick it up anytime soon. I'm not sure remember much else that was going on. Fortnite was like something that was brought up on the presentation. Also, they had a Five Nights at Freddy's games shown. I will be honest, I never have given much of a shit about Five Nights at Freddy's, so I don't think I'm gonna pick that up now. It looked cool though. It had a neat looking like setup to it. I thought it was really good looking, and I couldn't even tell it was supposed to be Five Nights until I actually saw like more of it. So yeah, I think it looks nice. I don't care about Five Nights, like I said, but just the fact that it looked really good is great to me, and I hope it's interesting, because I do like the lore in those games quite a bit. Okay, I'm going to link this on Discord, because I haven't done it yet. I've been forgetful and haven't been linking these like I'd like to. Let me make sure my chat room isn't completely broken either, and make sure I can actually reload and see messages just to be safe. Also, is everything okay? I see some slight stream health issues according to YouTube. I don't know how that's going. It seems like it's okay though. I'm just not seeing anybody here or talking, so hard to judge. Let me... Oh, my fingers are fucking up on me again. This has gotten like more and more out of hand. It seems like I worry about how bad this is getting. Ugh. Give me a second or two. Okay, back to normal. Sorry about that. Let's continue. I need to go get the remaining treasure in this area. Let's see. Where was I? I got sidetracked. If I forgot anything from the PlayStation presentation, feel free to bring it up. There's not anything else that I can remember. I mean, I'm definitely intrigued and interested by some of the stuff, and yeah, I don't like the pricing, but it looked like there was a lot of cool stuff that was shown off nonetheless, so there were definitely some interesting moments there that I really liked out of the presentation. There's also some stuff about, like, yeah, there's some stuff about, what was it I was thinking of? Oh yeah, that Nintendo partner showcase thing that happened today. We can talk about that, actually, because I was meaning to, so yeah. Let's discuss that a little bit. I'm sure most of you guys have probably watched it. Also, what happened to one of my red Pikmin? He's just... that's weird. He got separated and just sitting around doing nothing. I don't know why, but whatever. Okay, I don't care. We'll just get everybody we can on here. I gotta go back and get some more of these guys, so give me a second. That was a good presentation, actually. Those partner showcase things Nintendo's been doing, I've got to say, the last two before this one were really goddamn lame and not really interesting. I found nothing that I was actually intrigued by at first, and nothing I found was great. I will say I thought they got, like, better in terms of quality, and that I enjoyed each partner showcase more than the last one, so props to Nintendo for making this one pretty good and pretty interesting. There were a lot of stellar announcements that I was excited about. I mean, this comes from somebody who's not even, like, into some of these series, so I'm really curious to see how this is gonna go, honestly. I don't know, maybe it's just me. I do think there was a lot there, though, and a lot of good stuff. One thing that I noticed really quickly, I guess or one thing I should bring up is, like, that Ori game. I was gonna wait until later to bring it up. I think that looks really nice. I've never played the original Ori. I don't know if I'm ever going to, and I don't think I'm gonna bother buying this or playing it, because it's weird to jump to a series I've never played, and I don't know if I would like it or not. Attractive E-Bend, North and South, that was supposed to be? Because odd how it's like that. I think that's an S. It looks like it. Huh, magnet. Anyway, yeah, like I was saying, I've never played Ori. It looked interesting. I thought it was kind of neat looking. Maybe one day. I don't know if I have enough urgency in me to buy it or not, though. I'll give Microsoft props, though. They did a pretty decent job with that, and it looks fun. Like I said about Xbox earlier, I think that looks like the new Xbox Series X. Looks like it could have a lot going for it to be like an actual system really worth looking into and purchasing. I don't know how that's going to go over, but I mean, who really knows? It might be amazing. It might not be anything special. I guess we'll just have to wait and see exactly how things turn out for it. Anyway, back to what I was talking about. That Ori game looks alright. I think it's like a Metroidvania, at least that's what I've heard. I've never played it. It's a neat game concept, from what I could tell. I thought there was some, like, visual mechanic going on in the first game. Doesn't seem like it's quite the same in this one, unless I'm misunderstanding how the series works. One thing I like about Microsoft is, yeah, they've been getting a lot of, like, indie devs and giving them, like, a chance to make bigger scale projects and work on something cool. That's something I think is really nice and heartwarming in the industry, and it'd be great if more devs were, like, opened and getting, like, newer indie devs or whatever, like, a hand to get them a chance to get their product shown. It's really good. There was something else that I wanted to talk about that was like another indie-related thing that I can't remember the name of. It was a game that had like a survival theme to it. It was like a game where you could see like a sleigh, I think snow. It was like one of the games revealed in, not really revealed for the first time, revealed in that partner showcase. I think they called it The Long Dark or something. Maybe I am getting the name wrong. That looked cool. I might have to pick that up, actually. It looked like it was a neat thing with an interesting concept to it, and I'd like to try it out and see how I feel about it. Also, let me do something really fast. I'll try not to take very long with this. I need to, like, mark off a few things off my thing I was talking about. We'll take just a moment. I'm glad this is about that, like, list I talked about. I was talking about how I made like a thing with Notepad to like help myself remember like specific things I wanted to discuss, just for the sake of having like an easier time pulling from topics that I could remember, making it a little easier on me to reference my list and look for things that I haven't brought up, since I don't remember what I want to talk about or have these things come to me as naturally and easily as some people do. It's just a handy thing. Maybe it makes the streams feel scripted. I don't know how you guys see it. I don't want to think of it in that direction. I'd try. I'm not great with my thoughts, like I said, so it helps me a lot to have this set up, though. It just makes it easier to talk to you guys over certain things. That direct was stacked. I gotta say, like, well, Sleep Canyon, Sleep Cannon, it's a whistle. Anyway, yeah, like I was saying, a direct is stacked. There was so much good shit. Honestly, Nintendo went from having not much to talk about to being, like, they have a very big presence right now, and that's not even, like, looking at, like, some of their first-party offerings. Their 2020 looks okay now, and also, on top of that, 2021 for Nintendo is looking actually kind of incredible right now. That might just be me on that, but I genuinely feel like I'm actually mesmerized by how cool some of the announcements we're getting for, like, 2021 stuff is. We know about so many good games coming out next year, and I'll talk about that in a little bit. Let's talk about some more of the stuff from the Direct, actually. There's more of that Balan Wonderland game. That looked fun. I have a lot of interest in that, and I thought that was cool looking. I'd like to play it. I've never played Nights, which I'm pretty sure I've heard this game is inspired by, so I'm not gonna get probably as full of an experience as somebody who's played Knights would, but I'm glad it's coming out. It's really soon too. It looks incredibly creative, incredibly cool too, to top it off. Like, I think this will be fucking amazing game. It looks really awesome, to say the least, so yeah, sign me up. I'll be happy to check that out. I think that's going to be a lot of fun. I remember when it was revealed at that Microsoft thing with the Xbox, and I thought that was, like, really cool, actually. I thought that looked great. I can't wait to see it coming out in March. Another one that I remember, apparently Disgaea 6 is coming, and there's like also like a little thing where they mentioned like a thing for online subscribers where you could like play a Disgaea 6's trial or something on the, yeah, they said they could try it off like the Nintendo Switch Online. I might have to check that out. I've never played Disgaea properly. I think I played like a little bit trying to get into it, and I didn't really understand it and like quite enjoy the humor, so I ended up not really getting into it. I might try again because I didn't put in a lot of time learning it originally, and see if I like Disgaea now and see if it's any more enjoyable for me. Whether or not the answer is going to be yes is kind of hard to say, though. It looks interesting. I know a lot of people like it, so yeah, even if I don't, there's definitely a lot of excitement for any big fans out there that are looking forward to buying it. I'm sure there's plenty of people who are going to be picking up Disgaea 6. Fucking goddammit. I'm gonna reset. I hate that I lost 4 Pikmin already, and I don't want to lose another one, so we're gonna reset, even though I don't want to too many times, just to fix that. Hold on a second, let me get my Windows back up again. I wanted to check something again, my bad. I think I linked this on Discord. Nobody's dropped by, unfortunately, it seems like. Maybe I'm wrong. This is something I don't like a lot, how there's like some streams where a lot of people show up, some where nobody shows up. It feels like it'd be better off if, like, more people could show up to even these streams, but I'm not going to complain too much. It'd just be nice if I could have people who want to watch more of this stuff and can watch it easier. It feels bad when I do something like this, though, and nobody shows to watch it, so yeah, I don't know. I'm not happy with how a lot of my streams just get short-staffed and views like this. It feels really lame to see. Guess I'll just take out the poison filters, or I don't know. I need to get rid of these fucking shear wings first, I guess. Whatever works. Would you fuck off instead of fucking bothering me over fucking trying to get my Pikmin and careful about. You know, I didn't actually think of throwing a purple Pikmin last time to get rid of those things, and I should have. That would have been a really easy method of, like, removing that problem. Whatever, though. Anyway, let me see. Where was I talking about again? Nintendo Direct thing, the little partner showcase. I talked about Balan Wonder. I thought about I got talking about Disgaea. Like I said, I'm not going to pick it up. It looked neat. I thought it was alright. I've never really checked the series out. Maybe if I try the demo and I like it, I'll change my mind, but otherwise, very high probability I'm not going to bother. It still looks alright, and it still looks pretty good, though, so props to anybody who likes it, like I said. Rune Factory is something I've had interest in for a while, actually. I've never played any Rune Factory game ever, so I don't know all the specifics of, like, the series, so I'd like to get to know it and check that game series out at some point, so yeah, I'd like to see what Rune Factory is like. I don't know if anybody here's played it. I've certainly seen a lot of people playing it and heard that a lot of people that apparently Rune Factory is really good, so it piques my interest. It's got that anime life simulator thing going for it, and I don't know if I care about that too much, but I think the idea behind it looks really cool, so maybe. There's a lot of life simulator games out there, and I've got Animal Crossing. I don't know if that's going to be something I'll continually stick with, but I mean, I've got that for the life simulator genre stuff, so we'll think about it. Harvest Moon's pretty good too, and I know people talk a lot about Stardew, so there's a lot of those out there. I know Rune Factory's about like RPG stuff too, and it's like you explore dungeons, so I know it's not all just about purely exploring or seeing. It's got some exploring to the end. It's not purely just like you doing nothing but living your life out and doing farm work. I know there's more to it than that, so I might pick that up, maybe. I don't know. It certainly has got my attention to an extent. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, okay, I didn't expect there was a fucking snagret in this hole. That was an unwelcome surprise, to say the least. I'm not excited at the idea that thing's lurking around the corners waiting to ambush me. Let me go check around here. Did this thing have a treasure in it? I didn't detect treasure when I got close, though. It just kind of didn't do anything, really. Let me try looking around and see if I can find signals. There's something over here. There's a lot of shit to be worried about here. Just a lot of things that can get in the way. Anyway, let's continue moving forward. I was saving one of the big announcements for the last thing to talk about, and I'm not upset about it. In fact, I'm glad I did. There was like one thing, it's about that direct. I might have forgotten the topic, but I don't think so. I was gonna say, like, one thing I remember pretty well from the direct, fucking Monster Hunter is mentioned in that direct, and I've never played Monster Hunter properly. I think I've tried out some of the demos, and to be honest, I never quite got into the series. I always ended up finding myself, like, struggling with the game's it's kind of a difficult game and not the easiest to get into. Like, it's not the most newcomer friendly, so that definitely shrugged off my urge to play it a little bit. I've got to say, though, the current one, it looks nice. I know Monster Hunter World released, like, what was it, a few years ago now? Like, 2 or 3 years ago? But, like, this game reminds me of that in terms of how it looks, and I hope it plays close to that and has, like, a very, very fun gameplay. I hope it ends up being just as good as that game is, apparently. Oh my god. I'm gonna reset this one more time, and if I don't get it, I guess we'll continue forward without worrying about the deaths from the Pikmin. It sucks that I'm fucking up, though. Anyway, like I said, I've never played it. I played the Monster Hunter 4 demo, played the Monster Hunter 3 demo, even the one on Switch, was it Generations Ultimate or whatever. I couldn't be one of the bosses, and I ended up settling for just not buying it. I think I thought about it really long and really hard, just decided not to get it. I think it was just that I was angry that I couldn't beat it, and I figured that it was probably not a great scenario if I can't beat the demo bosses. Maybe I'm being a little hard on myself, though. I'm gonna see about this new one and see if I have enough interest to check it out, because I genuinely feel like it looks really cool. I've never played it. The idea behind it is great. I love the ideas. Here's because I like the idea of hunting giant monsters and skinning them and shit, getting to, like, do all sorts of crazy shit and take down targets. Some of the systems in it are really slow and not the most amazing in the world, though, so yeah, I'll say I don't know how I'm gonna enjoy it, if I will. I may not even bother picking it up, but I mean, I'll consider it. It's weird. A lot of these are, games I've never had, like, a huge interaction with, and yet this direct has undoubtedly left me impressed with, like, good impressions of all the stuff that was revealed in it. I thought it was really good, and I'm looking forward to seeing these games release. Apparently there was like a thing I didn't pay enough attention to pay enough attention to it myself. But apparently quite a few of the games have like same release date, and people are speculating this might be related to Switch Pro, which I wouldn't be completely surprised, honestly, if that ends up being the case. I feel like that could be a legit thing that could be coming along. Also, people mentioned that it's close to the end of the fiscal year for a lot of companies, so entirely possible that it could just be that. That makes me angry. I thought for sure I could fucking kill that thing without fucking losing Pikmin because I fucking had its health so low. I didn't think I'd swallow them. I wasn't gonna reset, but I'd like to fucking deal with problems like that without any trouble if I can. But yeah, I have interest in a lot of stuff out of that Direct. It's some of the things that are coming in March, and I think I heard some rumors about Breath of the Wild 2 coming in March. I don't know if that's accurate. In fact, it's probably just being spread around, and a lot of it's fact. It's probably nothing but like, if there is a situation where it's going to come out really soon, I could see them totally prepping all these games to be sort of a soft launch for like a Switch Pro. I think the initial Switch Lite rumors back in the day were pretty much, it's like suggesting that Switch Pro would come out like sometime after Switch Lite and be, wow, that went worse than before. I wasn't gonna reset, but then I got fucking ambushed and panicked, and all my Pikmin fucking went straight into the water. That's just not a good sign. But yeah, I think it'll be fun seeing all these games. I've got a good idea of what I'm gonna buy next year. There's a lot of cool shit. Nintendo seems to really be putting out a ton of good games next year. Not even like first party. I don't really know exactly what all we've got coming next year. I think it's like just 3D World and Breath of the Wild are probably like big 2020 titles and not even all confirmed. Like, that's exciting. Then there's also like all these other things. Their third-party exclusives they're getting are pretty good. Not even just exclusives, just the third parties in general. Ring Factory looks nice. Same with the Skyed. Also, Shin Megami Tensei. Balan Wonderland isn't an exclusive, but I think it looks really goddamn good, I've got to say. So, yeah, I'm definitely... Oh, god damn it! Could you be any more asshole-ish game to fucking spawn it where I literally have no option to fucking attack? Why is my fucking luck right now literally where I cannot get my angle right, no matter how hard I try to fight these enemies? This dungeon is pissing me off. I don't know if I'm gonna just like take all the deaths that happen, or what if I mess up again, but I'm starting to lose my patience really quickly. I'm sorry that I'm resetting this much. I've made like no progress, and it's not what I've been intending. It's just been really rough to say the least, and it's not been a very great setup, or it's not been a great scenario for progress right now, I'll put it that way. It could certainly be better. Ugh. Okay, let me see. There's another candy pot bud. I'll go for that. All over there, nice and good, and then take care of that problem. There we go. Let me see here. I'm thinking what I haven't talked about that I want to. Talked about the Direct. I'll talk about Sony stuff. I've covered a lot already. Oh, we got a cunt here trying to take my Pikmin away. Are you shitting me? Oh, it's always something. How am I doing on time? I apologize. This is a fucking sloppy session of Pikmin today. I feel like I've done nothing besides, well, I've talked and I've had like good discussion, but there's been no progress, and I deeply apologize. I was worried about this. I had a bad feeling about how this was going last session, and it seems to be just getting worse. Could you fuck off? Stop shrugging my Pikmin off and fall. Fucking bastard, you're the reason I had to reset by grabbing my guys last time. Okay, now we're good. I'm gonna hang on a second before I say any more, because I want to get rid of these things and watch for upcoming enemies that could be nearby. Then we'll focus on the matter of discussing shit. Okay, good. Fuck that stupid Shearwing. Anything else? I don't see anything over here. Take care of these poison things just to be safe, though. Okay, we're good. Let me see my topics. I want to talk about VR a little bit, so I guess we'll go into that. Let me check my list, though, before I continue. Actually, I have another thing I'm going to talk about that I might actually talk about a little bit later, after I get done with the VR discussion. If it relates to stream stuff, it's kind of important. Let's see, just a second. I guess I took it off my list. Let's check something. Now we're good. So yeah, let's talk about VR. I've mentioned it before. I'm sure most of you guys are fine with it. I was gonna say, like, how do you guys feel about it? But we've probably discussed that to death. I was gonna say, like, if you guys have any interest and want to see, like, more VR in the game industry, what would you guys want to see as something that got VR support? Like any game series you could ask for, something that you think would be a good fit. I'm not entirely certain myself. There's a lot of things that I feel like could be good for that, though. Something that could fit that mold, like, really, really well. Is this a sick joke how every time I try to fucking do this, it always, without fail, takes one of my Pikmin? I'm about to reset again, even though I didn't want to, because it's fucking bird. It just came out of fucking nowhere. Even when I'm willing to compromise, the game is not. Fuck me today. Wow, I'm just in a fucking lack and really shitty scenario. Portal would be nice, like I said. I need to turn my fan on. I'm getting fucking hot. Give me a second. I'm sorry. I just need the air. I'm frustrated too. Things have been a little bit lame for me in games, not doing great. I've been playing more Astral Chain, actually, and I got my ass kicked trying to do some missions in the game. Like, I got beaten badly by some of the enemies and some of the tougher missions, and did not feel good making, like, not a lot of progress on this epilogue case I'm doing, and it feels absolutely, ugh. I hate how that's felt, making no progress. There's probably not a worse feeling for me right now than, like, sitting here doing a game and then not actually progressing any. It just feels like I'm wasting my time the entire time through. Are we seriously gonna miss every fucking throw game? I swear I tossed on the thing. It's like it fucking took, like, me resetting and took an immediate chance to just give me the middle finger again. I tossed Pikmin at it. I was certain I had my cursor dead center, and they didn't land on the body for some reason. I even tried to get a purple Pikmin out, and I guess I didn't do it fast enough. This has been a really rough session. Jesus. I hate when this shit happens. It just feels really bad for me, and I hate having to see you guys sit here and watch me struggle. It just feels lame. I don't know. Anyway, let's go back to the VR topic for a while. I want to talk about it anyway. I wonder how Nintendo would do with more proper VR. I think there was, like, some patent discovered, but it's probably, like, Labo VR thing. Like, somebody mentioned, like, they sent it out to, like, get approved and may have only just now got, like, a response back despite it releasing Labo VR. Is this cursed? I'm gonna, I guess, accept what happens next, but I swear I'm hitting the fucking center of the enemy and it's not doing jack shit. I don't want to fucking be like this where I'm resetting all the goddamn time. But this is fucking literally driving me insane right now and I hate it. Ugh. I feel like a first person, another like Metroid Prime would be a good fit for VR. Breath of the Wild was also really, really interesting, and I'd love to see like what a fucking proper, like, built from the ground up experience like a Zelda in VR would look like. I have a feeling that could be really cool and would probably be fun time. I don't know if it'll ever happen. I know Mario Odyssey had like a specially made VR thing, whatever you want to call it. It was like a mode where there were like some extra activities you could do were in VR. Don't know how good it was. Speaking of VR, well, I was gonna say about like some fan recreations, but I'll wait. Trying to think on some other series. A lot of FPS would probably translate well into VR. I've heard apparently like a big part of like Resident Evil being VR, or not VR, being like first person lately has been like trying to translate the series into VR, which is interesting. I guess it makes sense. They're trying to work with horror games, and horror games would make a good scenario to put yourself in for that exact thing. Just have it so you can get all the action in front of you like that. I'm not big on them, but I don't hate horror games either. I find them to be alright. They're just not really my cup of tea. Oh yeah, Pokemon Snap would be cool in VR. I don't know if Pokemon itself would, but Snap kind of, for some reason, rings off as my, like, one Pokemon thing I can think of where it feels like dealing with it in VR would be actually kind of cool. And, what? Okay, that's weird. Why is there a lone Pikmin back near the front? I swear I picked them all back up. Whatever, though. That's really odd. Where was I? I wonder how Pikmin would look in VR. I don't know if I'd want to see it or not in VR. Obviously, I think a game being crafted for VR experience would be better in VR than slapping whatever in VR. I don't feel like that's a good strategy to handle. VR games are a weird thing to talk about. They're not bad, they're just I don't know. I don't feel like I've ever been huge on VR games. The concepts are good, but never seen anything I've been big on and like dying to play. Especially like Valve is like one of the few companies that seems to make fun-looking, really good VR titles. Although theirs have been still somewhat experimental. I don't know. VR games as a whole are interesting. I'd like to play some of them. They're good looking for the most part. It really just depends on what you're looking at, though. Also, must I have more than 14 or no? Let me see. Is there something around here I should be weary of? Yes, there is. I was right to be afraid that I'd have to deal with something before I could get around here. Alright, let's figure out how we're going to take down that Snagrit. Let's see. Mario Kart has a VR, actually, like the arcade thing or whatever it was. That was like some time ago. Like, I remember some Japanese thing. I'm surprised they haven't done VR for, like, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe at the Labo VR. It just makes sense. It's fifth that's already, like, ready to go. I might be overthinking it, and yeah, it might not be as good as I think, but I feel like it'd be worth a shot. Nintendo should try it. Oh god, oh god, oh god. You can fuck off, buddy, instead of coming over here to bother me. Goddamn Shearwig. I've reset my game more times than I'm comfortable with, and I don't want to fucking have another goddamn reset again. I don't know how I feel about that. That's annoying, dealing with these fucking enemies that don't fuck off. let's go over here and see if we can slay it. That works. That took care of it without too much problem. Is that all just this poison and this thing? I'm not gonna bother with it if it is. Guess so. Give me a second to, like, spin myself around. Trying to think other series that I can remember. Left 4 Dead. Valve does a lot of cool stuff. I don't keep up with a lot of different companies, unfortunately. I'd love to see what all could be, like, done with VR. I think maybe, well, I was gonna say Resident Evil, but that's already been in VR, yeah. Let's see, what else is a good fit for it? I wonder if the studio behind Amnesia has ever considered it. Like, they do, like, a lot of different stuff, and I know they're making a new Amnesia game. I'd love to see their take on VR Amnesia and see what they do with it if they did. I think it'd be a fun time to mess around with. Maybe I'm entirely wrong. Maybe people wouldn't be super invested in that idea, but I think I could see it taking off as something big. Fucking snagger it, I swear to God. Kill it, kill it, kill it! Okay, it's nearly dead. Oh god. Good. Fuck you, goddamn asshole, snagger it. Fucking bird snake thing. Nobody fucking likes you. There we go. I wonder if this thing can plant them in the water. I hope not. I mean, that'd be bad if they fucking sprout in a place where they can fucking die at. You bastard. No, 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 fuck off. Get away from there. Don't want any of my Pikmin getting transformed from purple to another color. Alright, let's stop talking about that. I mean, I feel like I've exhausted it because I'm not great at thinking of a lot of things. I mean, maybe some racing games, but I've talked about the whole VR thing plenty. I'm sorry if it's been an awkward discussion there. I didn't realize that I had so little I wanted to bring up in that exact area of discussion, so yeah. I don't know. Well, let's see what else I have that I want to bring up. I believe there was something about, like, I did a bit of talking about this earlier, like history stuff. Might talk about that in a second. I think I could talk about some anime I've been watching in a bit. I want to talk about that anyway, so we'll get to that. Let me see here what I feel like out of what I wrote down. Oh yeah, how do you guys feel about DRM in games? I don't see a lot of discussion about it. I don't see a lot of people talk about, like, this in general very much more. I don't feel like I see it in discussion much anymore. DRM, like, have to be online to start a game or some shit where companies put in these extreme circumstances where you can start playing, and it's always fucking trash. Nobody wants to put up with it. It feels like it's just angering to put up with. Like, I hear a lot of people talking about it. I remember, was it Sonic Mania or something had like a similar scenario? I hate seeing that shit. I don't know. I've never been a fan of it. It's like I feel like a lot of people pirate games because of the fact that they're, like, not very consumer friendly to begin with, so trying to make your game, like, well, yeah, trying to put more DRM in the game and trying to get people to stop pirating it that way isn't really going to have much of an effect, in my opinion. I don't know, I feel like a lot of game devs, like, miss that point. You know, it's not something I'd say I'm huge on, but I do like seeing how devs react to certain things, like how some devs will put in, like a little bonus, and you have the game pirated, it, like, gives you a little thing to market the game to you. I'm not sure how I feel about that. It's an interesting subject matter, and I like that they try to convince people to, like, buy the game that way. It's really sweet to see that, and it makes people want to look into the game. Elusive bounty, and it's water chestnuts. That's neat. Alright, let's go back to where we're at so we can fight another Snagret. Also, fuck, all my stuff I've been holding on to for the sake of trying to get it, like, the next treasures and move along without losing all of my supplies are, like, completely near diminished. Lovely. Okay, that takes care of that thing at least. I'll move the body of that sheer wig, I guess. How am I gonna do this? If I do it wrong, I end up having them go through the water and potentially drown to death, which is not what I want. Oh god, I did not mean to jump in there, that's for sure. Okay, they're okay. I don't know, the DRM thing is weird to talk about. I never really liked DRM. Let's move along to the next subject about animes. I've watched, like, a lot of stuff recently, and I've talked to you guys about, like, the stuff I've watched. I actually have been, like, watching a new show as well, and I've got to say, like, everything I'm watching right now is pretty damn interesting. Like, all newer shows, I think, with, like, the exception being, like, some One Piece stuff where I'm watching and trying to, like, watch episodes for the first time that I haven't seen before. Oh, you can fuck off. And okay, that was a bad call. I didn't know how the fuck to handle that. I didn't see a fucking other way around when I looked, and I tried. That pisses me off. That was a lot of Pikmin that died over something unimportant. I was determined to not reset that time, and then the fucking getting through the next bit to the next sub-level ended up being kind of fucking ridiculous. God damn, I might not do a very long session today. I don't know, we'll do, like, at least another in-game day, but Jesus, this one has been kinda not great, to say the least. It's been really rough compared to other sessions of this, and I hate it. Anyway, where was I? I was talking about anime and stuff. Oh shit, I forgot to pull my chat back up. If anybody's been chatting and I haven't seen their message, I really do apologize. I wish I don't know why there's nobody in here hanging out and talking. Usually there's at least one person who's around. Whatever, I'm just gonna keep trucking and doing my best, so... Whoops, I fucking wasn't paying attention. Hit something I wasn't intending to. Let me close that. Okay, I think we're good. Let's continue. Try to get rid of this thing here. This has been such a miserably slow session. I don't know why things have to be so crappy in this cave. Is this the one that has the treasure in it? I need to check it and, like, get the signal to see. If that's the case, I'd like to wipe that one out with all my Pikmin ready. Actually, I didn't think about it. I probably could have gone over that water spot, and I think the Pikmin will jump down the next floor with you, but I didn't remember for sure. Also, oh god, oh god. Please stop! Stop getting stuck in the poison filter! I'll take care of it. Don't fucking do that, though. That was bad. I didn't want to lose any Pikmin, and I was worried I was about to lose some because I started hearing that screaming. Okay, there we go. Right. Now, I've been watching a lot, though. One show that's really dumb, like I mentioned before, about rental girlfriends. It's stupid, it's cheesy, it's funny to watch, though. I like it. It's a goofy show, to say the least. Okay, so this is the part where I need to get that out, so... we're gonna need to have a lot of people running towards that. Lovely. Oh my god, how do I even fucking do this when there's fucking two Snagrets coming up and I need to dodge literally both of them in order to get shit? Where's it gonna come up at next? I want to kill it. Fuck off, game! Oh my god! Why? Why does this shit have to be fucking... this Romhack, I gotta say, it's structured in such an obnoxious way just because the fact that the fucking thing, like the bitter and spicy sprays are hard to come by, the fact that the enemies are fucking so tightly packed together. There was some of this in Pikmin 2, but it was a lot less, like, it was a lot less of a problem like this. It wasn't this... I hit the wrong save file, god damn it. But yeah, I feel like the problem was so much lesser in Pikmin 2, and this one, it's literally fucking come up and ambush you when you're fucking not able to fight back. Fucking throw snagrets in your path while you're trying to cross water, put them near treasures that are important, and fucking screw the player over, like, as much as possible. I hate that about this. I like this hack a lot, and now I'm feeling like the hack is slowly devolving into that Romhack difficulty that I talked about hating, because it has been fucking not fun trying to fucking figure out how I can dodge by these enemies. I've been resetting a lot more than I intended to, and a lot of it's just from fucking death that I couldn't possibly have fucking prevented because they're fucking set up in a really shitty way. I don't know, maybe it's just me that it feels that way, but I'm not happy about dealing with that. I'm sorry my talkings got interrupted like 3 or 4 times too. I'll get to my topic in a second. It's difficult to fucking deal with the game when this bullshit keeps happening. Right, let me guess. I would assume treasure over here, maybe? I can't tell. Yeah, there's one over here. And this seems to be where the exit is, too, so... Alright. What about the other treasure that I remember? It seems like it's going off over here, though. It's not able to ingest it, is it? Because, I mean... I didn't see any sign that it could swallow the treasure. Confusing, to say the least. Not cool! Not cool! I have drowning Pikmin and fucking 10 billion enemies pushing around me. Oh my god. Okay. I'm gonna finish this dungeon. I'm gonna do a little more today, and I've gotta say, I'm very much tempted to drop this fucking hack because the difficulty has been just too much to actually be enjoyable at this point. It's not like I didn't like this at first, because I did, but I don't feel like these deaths are under my control anymore. I feel like the game is pushing me into these unwinnable scenarios where literally, like, the only winning course to prevent Pikmin deaths is to fucking take, like, a fucking ton of them, and... Where did that come from, exactly? I swear I didn't see another Shearwing in front of me. It's been over an hour for me trying to pass this one bit, it seems like. I do apologize for this, I genuinely do. If I don't get by this and it keeps going until like 2 hours, I'm just gonna fucking, like, potentially say that, fuck it, I might actually drop this. I'm gonna say that now. I had high hopes for it, and I've given it a lot of time, and I've liked what I played of it, but goddamn did it fucking go too fucking hard on the difficulty. Might just be me. That was close, and not for good reason. Fuck. I don't like how stressed out I feel. Also, what? Where's my missing guy? Okay, what? That's weird. How'd he get over there? Whatever, I guess, as long as we get our Pikmin together. I don't know. This is definitely a problem. Like I said, it bothers me seeing this fucking difficulty at times. I can normally handle hard games, but when it comes to a point where the game is just bullshit, it ends up fucking rubbing me the wrong way. It's like the angry video game nerd, I guess. I can relate to that, considering how fucking bullshit this has been. Kill it, 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 kill it. Thank fuck, I was gonna say I'm not in the mood to deal with that horse shit again. I wasted a lot of my spray fucking removing it from the area too. Parasite bird that fucking ruins everything. By the way, I'm curious, anybody here who's watching and has like an opinion on this or has like stuff they do with their YouTube channel. What do you guys like to do for videos? I enjoyed streaming to an extent. There's definitely some problems with it. I've been thinking of potentially giving up on it. Actually, I was going to talk about this anyway. I've talked about like the matter of I might just stop streaming altogether. It's not been like a thing I want to happen. I've been feeling depressed. Also, the channel has not gotten a lot of growth, I've got to be honest. It feels like we've been stunted and stagnant in that area, and I'm not happy with it. I want to see things get better. So far, we've just gone to a period of nobody showing up, nobody talks very often. I don't feel like I see that many people hang out anymore. Even some of the regulars I'm used to, I haven't seen. Normally, every regular I get, it feels like disappears on me, which I hate to rag on anybody, but it does not feel like I'm getting any growth on my channel whatsoever, and it bothers me a lot. That's not the only thing. I've mentioned... Shit, I'll have to wait a second before I say anything. I think I was gonna say, like, I mentioned the depression problem, and I was gonna talk about that a little more. This is weird to talk about, and it feels awkward, but, like, I've gotta say, I've been feeling fucking really funny. I don't know if I told you guys this. I felt like before I used to feel like I had like empty inside and missing something, and that always hurt. But now I think things are worse. Instead of feeling empty inside and feeling miserable like that, I've gotten to the point where that feeling is just replaced with like misery. Lately, my ability to focus on stuff has not been great. I feel like I've had, like, some unnecessarily negative thoughts that I haven't wanted to put up with. Like, I've been feeling really just bad, upset, feeling like I couldn't do anything in my life, and feeling powerless, and it hurts. I feel like I screwed up early on in my life. People say to, like, not actually dwell on the past, but it's like really hard to forget when you have something that's big on your mind that you want to forget it, but it's just like you can't. You try your best and it doesn't work out. I've been going through a similar emotion to that, I feel like, where I've tried to forget something that bothers me. I might have to stop the streaming for at least a temporary time, at least, maybe altogether, but like at least for a week or two I might have to stop. I need to like at least look into like potentially getting like therapy or something. I don't know. I've tried to get therapy before and I just couldn't find any because all the therapists in the area are fucking booked already. This thing needs to fuck off. It's being really annoying. And yet it's not fucking leaving me alone, that is. What do I do? What do I do? How do I take care of this fucking bastard bird? I don't think I can do much here. Fuck. Okay, I'm gonna reset, and if I don't get this time, I think I think I'm done with this hack. I'm sorry, guys. I'm feeling like I'm fucking not having fun with this anymore. This has just gotten to the point where I feel like I would rather not bother playing this if it's gonna stress me out this much. Last thing I need when I'm not feeling great is fucking stuff like this bothering me. Also, I apologize for the lack of stream yesterday and the day before. I had the need for like a day to cool off and actually like take some time to myself, and I'm glad I did, but this is not what I was hoping for when I came back, and frankly, I don't want to put up with fucking being angry anymore over this game. I don't know. Also, I had to go to a doctor's appointment. It's kind of hard to motivate myself to stream sometimes. I say doctor's appointment, it's a walk-in though, to be honest. I needed to go talk because I needed to do something about my allergies. I've been conflicted on what to do about the depression problem. Like, I thought of bringing it up at the doctor's office, but I didn't end up bringing it up, even though maybe I should have. I don't know. I don't think it's a clinical depression issue, though. I think it's more of a fact of, like, me being just not really easily able to cope with the loneliness. I don't know. There's a lot of things that bother me, though, that I need to look into. I think part of it's, like, not having, like, this idea of, like, what all... I feel like I have, like, no sense of purpose, I guess I should say. Like, I feel like I don't know what I want to do with my life. I don't have anybody in my life that I feel like really cares, and I guess I could just do whatever, but it's like, I don't know, I could try to make a game like I want to, but it's hard, and it's easily discouraging when you fuck up. Fuck off, Snagret. I don't even care right now, I just want to fucking get rid of these fuckers instead of wasting away more time on trying to beat them. Die! I hate that I had to waste all these hard-earned supplies that I just got, but whatever, fuck this goddamn bird. Eat shit, you fucking bastard. There we go. Fucking causing me so much grief over time. Oh, wow, it actually did have a treasure in it. Good thing I found out that way instead of finding out later, because it would have been a fucking lame thing that I didn't realize is I had to fucking kill it. I'm gonna stop after this, though, a little bit after at least. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do more of this today. I've been unbelievably stressed. I hate when I'm like this, too. I feel like I lose my sense of cool and my ability to, like, talk normally when that happens, and it does not feel good. Okay, I need to be ready for this. There we go. Let me see what I want to talk about. Give me a second. Here's another thing. This will be something I can discuss again later if nobody's able to talk about it. So, well, actually, I'll do this one right now. I don't know if it matters too much. You guys watch Star Wars or Star Trek? I like those series a bit. I've never really watched them that much. I think I've seen like a movie of each, really, like when I boil it down. But I've got to say, like, the world building in those movies is really good. I love seeing movie where world building is like a big thing and they managed to make it really fascinating, really interesting story that hooks like the person who's watching it and keeps the whole story interesting, tied together the whole time. I love that. I will gladly take any story that keeps me intrigued the entire time I'm watching. Also, okay, I see the last treasure. I have a feeling there's gonna be another fucking Snagrid over there, though. Lovely. Question is, if I'm gonna get this, how do I deal with it? There's a lot of problem when it comes to a Snagrid fucking blocking everything. There's also poison and water in the way. Star Wars has, like, such good environments, though. The music is great. The Jizz thing, even though that's a weird, dirty-sounding name to hear. Or, like, I don't know. Pod racing looks cool. The whole thing about the Force is fascinating. Boba Fett, Luke Skywalker. There's a lot of characters in Star Wars that I find to be really neat, really fascinating. I like the universe a lot. I mean, when I say a lot, I mean I like it quite a bit. I think it's a good series, even though I've never really watched it proper. I still respect it because I think it looks like it's got a lot of creativity in it. Star Trek is good too for the environments and the different alien races. I love how in Star Wars they managed to like make this huge overarching story where everything in it feels perfectly natural. Also, where the fuck was that thing I was at? I saw another spot and now I can't figure out where I was supposed to go. Was it over here? I think it was. Okay, so it looks like I might potentially be able to fucking sneak by that Snagger without actually fucking fighting it. I don't know. We'll have to see. Maybe. If I can, I can go by and get through without dealing with so much problem. Like I said, if I don't get this time, I think I might actually reset, though. I don't think I want to continually deal with this problem instead of fucking sitting here fucking feeling miserable playing this game. It's been an alright ROM hack, but still. I'll gladly take normal ROM hacks that balance themselves well. This had so much potential to be something cool, and it almost ended up being something I really liked. Almost. It just wasn't, though. Right, let me get blue Pikmin and some white Pikmin to get rid of the poison. That'll work, I think, as long... Well, shit, we need 20 blue Pikmin, yeah. It's gonna be a problem if I don't have exactly 20, because we need to have all of them together. Okay, how do I deal with this? I need to get, like, only so many, I think. Oh no, we're not dealing with that shit. You can fuck off. What? How? Whatever. As long as we can sneak by, that's all that matters. I'm gonna take the death if I can get by it. Fuck you, bird. Okay, let's see if we can sneak our blue Pikmin through or not. I bet it's gonna pop out, watch any second. This motherfucker. Of course it does! What? How? Okay, I'm sorry. This has been the breaking point for me. I gave this my all. This hack is fucking broke me, though. I don't want to play this anymore. It's been too much difficulty and too much frustration. I tried to give this a fair chance, and I feel like I did, and This has just been the point where I don't want to put up with it. I don't know. I'm sorry, the stream was good at first, I feel like, and then things got a little bit derailed, and I got frustrated with this game. I think I'm done with it, though. I maybe one day I might give it a second chance and try it again. I don't know. If I do, it'd be after I've properly beaten it, but I couldn't enjoy this as much as I liked. It felt like it was me forcing it to be over with, because I cannot do this anymore. This is just giving me too much anguish, and from how much, like, bullshit's present in this hack. I'm sorry. This was alright at first. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream if you're watching. I can't do this anymore. Have a great day or not. I'll be back tomorrow and I'll do more Super Mario Star Road, I think. Bye, everybody. Thanks for watching.